Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Business English Desk. I'm Laura.
And I'm Jamie, and okay, today we have something really special.
We do, and before we dive in, we want to start with a question, a real one.
Think about the most difficult thing you've ever lived through, something hard, something that tested you.
And now think about something you've always wanted to live up to, an expectation, a standard, a dream.
And is there something you're currently living with, something you've accepted, something you've made peace with?
And what do you live on? What gives you energy, purpose? What sustains you every day?
4 questions, 4 expressions, all built around one tiny word, live.
And today, these 4 expressions are going to give you a really powerful and really precise way to talk about some of the most human experiences in everyday English.
So we're covering live up to, live with, live on, and live through.
4 expressions, 1 word, so much depth. Let's get into it. Live up to. So this one is really interesting because it's about expectations, standards, and whether you meet them or fall short.
Right, so the core of live up to is to meet or match an expectation or a standard or reputation. Like, the film didn't live up to my expectations, meaning I expected it to be great, and it wasn't. It didn't reach the standard I had for it. It didn't live up to my expectations.
And that's such a common experience. Like, you hear so much about something, a film, a restaurant, a product, and then you experience it and it just doesn't live up to what you heard.
Like, everyone tells you a restaurant is incredible, so you build it up in your head, and then you go and it's fine, just fine.
The word fine doing so much heavy lifting.
Fine is honestly one of the most devastating reviews a restaurant can get.
After all that hype, it was fine. And live up to works in the positive direction too. Like, she really lived up to her reputation, meaning everything people said about her was true. She met that standard. She matched that expectation. She lived up to it.
And that positive version is so satisfying. Like when something or someone actually lives up to the hype. It's such a relief and such a joy.
Like, the holiday completely lived up to everything we'd hoped, meaning it was as good as we imagined. It matched every expectation. It lived up to all of it.
And live up to is used so much for personal expectations too, like she felt pressure to live up to her parents' expectations, meaning to meet them, to reach the standard they set for her, to match what they wanted for her.
And that version of live up to is so real and so heavy. Like, the pressure of living up to what people expect of you is one of the most common human experiences.
It really is. Like expectations from parents, teachers, employers, even from yourself, can feel like something you're always trying to reach, trying to live up to.
And live up to your potential is such a classic phrase. Like, I just want her to live up to her potential, meaning reach the level she's capable of, match what she could be, live up to her potential.
And live up to your name is really interesting. Like, he has a lot to live up to with a name like that, meaning his name carries a reputation or an expectation, and he needs to match it, live up to it.
And hard to live up to is such a common phrase. Like, that first album was always going to be hard to live up to, meaning it sets such a high standard that matching it would be extremely difficult, hard to live up to.
And failed to live up to is the negative version, like the sequel failed to live up to the original, meaning it didn't match the standards set by the first one. It failed to live up to it.
So live up to is about meeting or matching an expectation, a standard, a reputation. Works for things, experiences, and people. Can be positive when something matches the expectation or negative when it falls short. Okay, expression 2, live with. And this one has a really distinct and really human quality to it. So the literal meaning of live with is just to share a home with someone. Like, I live with my flatmate, meaning we share a home, we live in the same place. I live with her.
And that literal meaning is so everyday. Like, who do you live with is such a natural, casual question when you're getting to know someone.
And the answers are so varied, like, I live with my parents, I live with my partner, I live alone, I live with 3 flatmates, and it's chaos.
The chaos version is the most honest.
Always. But the more interesting and more powerful meaning of live with is about acceptance, like accepting something difficult and continuing to live alongside it. Like, I've learned to live with the uncertainty, meaning I've accepted it, I've made peace with it, I continue despite it, I live with it.
And that meaning is so important. Like, live with in this sense is about making peace with something that isn't going away, something you can't change or fix, so you learn to live with it.
Like, she lives with chronic pain, meaning the pain is part of her daily life. She hasn't overcome it, she's learned to continue alongside it. She lives with it.
And that phrase carries such dignity. Like, living with something difficult isn't giving up. It's actually a form of incredible strength, continuing despite something hard being there every day.
That's such a beautiful and true observation. Like, the people who live with difficult things every day are often the strongest people you know.
They really are. And live with is also used for decisions or consequences. Like, you'll have to live with that decision, meaning the decision is made, you can't change it, and now you have to continue alongside its consequences. You'll have to live with it.
And that version can feel quite serious, like it's a reminder that choices have lasting consequences. You'll have to live with that is quite a weighty thing to say.
Right, like it's saying, this is permanent, this stays with you, you live with it from now on.
And I can live with that is such a natural, casual phrase for minor compromises. Like, the room isn't perfect, but I can live with it, meaning it's not ideal, but I can accept it, I can manage, I can live with it.
Such a pragmatic phrase. Like, you're not thrilled, but you're not devastated either. I can live with it.
The mature, reasonable adult response to most situations.
Exactly. And something I have to live with is used when something negative follows a person, like a mistake or a regret. Like, that's something I'll have to live with for the rest of my life, meaning it stays with me always. I carry it. I live with it.
So, live with means to share a home with someone or to accept something and continue alongside it. Works for difficult conditions, decisions, consequences, and casual compromises in everyday life. Okay, expression 3, live on. And this one has a few meanings that are all really different from each other.
Right, so the first meaning of live on is to survive on something, like food or money. Like, students often live on pasta and coffee, meaning that's basically all they eat. That's what sustains them. They live on it.
The most accurate description of student life ever written.
A documentary in one sentence.
And that survival quality is really the heart of live on in this sense. Like, it's what you need to continue, what sustains you, what keeps you going. You live on it.
Like, she lived on very little money for years, meaning she survived on a very small income. That was what she had, and she lived on it.
Or he lived on hope alone, which is such a beautiful and slightly heartbreaking phrase. Like, he had nothing material, nothing practical, just hope, and he lived on it.
That phrase says so much about human resilience, like hope being enough to sustain someone, to live on.
And the second meaning of live on is to continue to exist after death or after something ends. Like, her memory lives on, meaning even though she's gone, she continues to exist in people's minds, in their hearts. Her memory lives on.
And that meaning is so moving. Like, his music lives on, or her spirit lives on, or the tradition lives on. All of these are about something continuing beyond its expected endpoint.
And that idea of something or someone living on after they're gone is one of the most comforting ideas in human experience. Like something of them continues. It lives on.
It really is. And live on also means to continue living or to continue doing something. Like she lived on to tell the tale, meaning she survived and was able to talk about it. She lived on.
And live to tell the tale, or live on to tell the tale, is such a vivid phrase. Like it implies something difficult or dangerous happened, and the person made it through and can now tell the story.
And the third meaning of live on is about where someone lives, like a street or an area. She lives on Oak Street, or we live on a quiet road, meaning that's our address, that's our location.
And that's such an everyday, simple use. Like, where do you live? I live on the high street. So natural, so common.
So live on means to survive on something, food, money, or hope, or to continue to exist after something ends, or to continue living beyond a difficult experience, and in its simplest form, where you live on a street or road.
Okay, last one. Live through. And this one is the most powerful, I think, of today's 4.
I agree. Like live through has such weight, such depth, because it's about surviving something really difficult, something significant, and coming out the other side.
So the core of live through is to experience something very difficult and survive it. Like she lived through the war, meaning she experienced it, she was there through all of it, and she survived. She lived through it.
And live through always implies something significant, something that changed you or tested you or both. Like you don't really live through a mildly inconvenient Tuesday.
Right. Like, I lived through a slightly annoying commute today. Doesn't quite work.
The stakes need to be higher, like living through something implies real difficulty, real challenge, real hardship.
And live through is used for historical events, like my grandmother lived through the Great Depression, meaning she experienced it, she was there through all of it, and she survived.
And when someone lived through a historical event, their perspective, their stories, their memories carry such extraordinary weight, like they were there, they lived through it.
And that's why we tell those stories, and why we should listen to them when people who lived through something want to talk about it.
Always. And live through also works for personal experiences, like, I can't believe I lived through that presentation.
Okay, so sometimes the stakes feel very high, even when they're, professionally speaking, not life or death.
Completely understandable. And I've lived through worse is such a strong and grounding phrase. Like when something difficult is happening and you say, I've lived through worse, meaning I've survived harder things. This is difficult, but I can manage. I've lived through worse.
And that phrase is almost like a reminder to yourself of your own resilience. Like, look at what you've already survived. You've lived through worse. You can do this too.
That's such a powerful self-compassion tool, actually, like reminding yourself of what you've already lived through.
And live through someone is a phrase used when someone experiences their goals or dreams through another person. Like, she was living through her children, meaning she was trying to fulfill her own unfulfilled dreams through them, living through them.
And that version has a slightly complicated feeling, like it's understandable, but it can also put pressure on the other person. When someone lives through you, it's a lot to carry.
And what we lived through is used to describe a shared experience of hardship, like after everything we lived through together, meaning the shared difficulty, the shared experience of surviving something, what we lived through.
And that shared quality of having lived through something together creates such a strong bond between people. Like when you've survived something difficult alongside someone, that connection is really deep.
It really is. Like there's a kind of understanding between people who have lived through the same thing that's hard to describe but very real.
So live through means to experience something very difficult and survive it. Works for historical events, personal hardships, and shared experiences, and connects to I've lived through worse for that reminder of your own resilience.
Okay, role play time.
Yes, so the scenario is two old friends, Anna and Sam, who haven't seen each other in a while, catching up over coffee, and the conversation goes quite deep, quite quickly.
Perfect. I love this scenario because this is exactly the kind of conversation where all four expressions come up completely naturally. Ready?
Ready.
It's so good to see you. How have you been? Honestly.
Honestly, the last year has been a lot.
Tell me.
So, the job I moved for.
Yes, the one that was supposed to be this incredible opportunity.
Right. Well, it really didn't live up to what they promised. Like the role, the team, the culture. None of it was what they said it would be.
Oh, Sam, I'm sorry. That's so disappointing.
It really was. And for a while, I was quite lost. Like I'd moved a whole city for this, and it just didn't live up to any of my expectations.
How did you get through it?
Honestly, I just lived on hope for a while. Like I kept telling myself, something better is coming. Just keep going.
And did it? Something better?
Eventually, yes. I found a much better role, and I live on a street that I absolutely love now, and my flatmates are wonderful.
Who do you live with now?
Two people from work, actually, which I was nervous about at first. Living with colleagues felt risky.
I can imagine.
But it works surprisingly well. And I think living through that difficult year made me so much clearer about what I actually want.
That's such a valuable thing, even if it cost you a lot to learn it.
Exactly. And there are still some things I'm learning to live with, like the fact that I lost a lot of time on something that wasn't right for me. That's something I have to live with.
I understand that. But you lived through it, and you're here, and you're okay, and that's everything. It is. And honestly, I've lived through worse, so. You have. Remember that terrible flatmate in second year?
Oh, don't. I still don't know how I lived through that year.
That experience lives on in my nightmares. And I wasn't even living there.
Imagine actually living with that person.
I can't. I genuinely can't. Okay, what about the new job? Does it live up to what they promised?
It actually does, which still surprises me every Monday morning.
The best, most unexpected Monday feeling.
The best. And what about you? How are things?
Good. Really good, actually. I'm living on mostly excitement right now. I got a promotion.
Anna?
I know.
That's incredible. Does it live up to what you hoped?
Ask me in 3 months. But right now, yes, completely.
And there it is, all four expressions in one warm, real, deeply human conversation.
Did you catch them all?
Didn't live up to what they promised. Didn't meet the standard or expectation. Didn't live up to my expectations. Fell short of what I hoped.
Lived on hope. Survived, sustained by hope. Live on a street I love. Location, where you live.
Living with colleagues, sharing a home.
Living through that difficult year. Experiencing and surviving something hard.
Things I'm learning to live with. Accepting difficult things.
Have to live with. Accepting a consequence permanently.
I've lived through worse, survived harder things. Reminder of resilience.
How I lived through that year. Survived a difficult experience.
That experience lives on, continues to exist in memory.
Actually living with that person, sharing a home.
Lives up to what they promised. Meets the standard.
Living on excitement, sustained by a feeling or energy.
Live up to what you hoped. Meet that expectation.
All four expressions used naturally multiple times each in one warm, real, meaningful conversation.
And that conversation actually moved me a little.
Me too. Like, these four expressions really do cover some of the biggest, most human experiences. Okay, quiz time.
Let's go.
Listeners, fill in the blank with the right expression. Live up to, live with, live on, or live through. Ready?
Sentence 1. The sequel just didn't blank blank the original.
Live up to. Didn't live up to the original. Fell short of the standard set by the first one.
Sentence 2. My grandparents blank blank some incredibly difficult times.
Lived through. Lived through difficult times. They experienced and survived significant hardship.
Sentence 3. I don't earn much, but I blank very little.
I live on very little. I survive on a small amount. It sustains me.
Sentence 4. She made a mistake, and it's something she'll have to blank with forever.
Live with. She'll have to live with it. Accept the consequence. Continue alongside it. It stays with her.
Sentence 5. His music blank on long after he was gone.
Lives on. His music lives on. Continues to exist. Beyond his death. Still present. Still felt.
And last one, sentence 10. He blank on the belief that things would get better.
He lived on the belief that things would get better. It sustained him. It was what kept him going.
Listeners, how did you do? Drop your answers in the comments. We love reading every single one.
Okay, let's bring it home. Today's four expressions. Live up to.
To meet or match an expectation, a standard, or a reputation can be positive when something matches what was hoped, or negative when it falls short. Works for things, experiences, and people.
Live with.
Literally, to share a home with someone, and more deeply, to accept something difficult and continue alongside it. Works for conditions, decisions, consequences, and smaller everyday compromises.
Live on.
To survive on something, food, money, or something emotional like hope, or to continue to exist beyond something, and simply where you live, on a street or road.
Live through.
To experience something very difficult and survive it always implies significance, something that tested you. Works for historical events, personal hardships, and shared experiences. And I've lived through worse for that reminder of your own resilience.
Four expressions. One word. Live.
And what connects all of them is that they're all about how we continue, how we keep going, how we sustain ourselves alongside the things life brings us.
That's actually a really beautiful way to put it.
I've been living on the idea all episode.
And it lived up to the wait.
See what you did there?
Always. Okay, before we go, your challenge this week.
Pick 2 of today's 4 expressions.
Just 2.
And this week, we want you to use them for something personal.
Think about something you've lived through and tell someone, or write it down in English.
Or think about something you're currently living with and notice whether you've made peace with it or whether you're still working on it.
And tell us in the comments which expression you used. We love reading those.
Every single one.
If today helped you, hit that like button.
And subscribe if you haven't already.
New episodes every week. Real English, real conversations.
Share this with someone who needs these words in their life.
They might need to hear them more than you know.
This has been Business English Desk. I'm Laura.
And I'm Jamie, and we'll see you in the next one.
Live up to your own potential.
Learn to live with the things you cannot change.
Live on whatever gives you hope and energy.
And remember, you've lived through harder things than this.
Always.
Bye!
Bye.